A Pennsylvania mom facing a felony charge of endangering the welfare of a child. Now, that was after her 3-year-old daughter was found face down at a community pool. So according to police, Casilda Berra de Rodriguez walked 85 feet away from her daughter to talk to her husband. Now, she was still within the pool area, which is pretty large. Now, de Rodriguez left her daughter for an unspecified amount of time at the toddler. She left the toddler at poolside, but the girl doesn't know how to swim and did not have a flotation device. Now, lifeguard spotted the child face down, rescued, resuscitated her, and the child was taken to an area hospital where she recovered, thankfully, and that happened to be in June 1. Now, this week, De Rodriguez was formally charged. She's out on $5,000 bail. The big question is, should she have been charged in the first place, much less with a felony? I want to bring in my friend, attorney extraordinaire, host of Law and Crime Network. I call him Triple B, Bad Bob Bianchi. That's bad as in good. I could joke Bob because she's alive and well and things are okay with that child. But the big question, let's talk about it. Should she be charged with a felony? Should she be charged at all?
You know, Joey, we talk a lot about prosecutorial philosophy, and I was never one, especially where there was a death of an individual that was done because of a mistake or an accident, penalizing the parents a second time by incarcerating them. I didn't see a value in it. However, I see this case a little bit differently. There was some really gross negligence here. She walked away from this child. There was no flotation devices. The child wound up from the kiddie pool to the main pool face down for a significant period of time, and thank God the child was resuscitated. But I would imagine at a minimum, prosecutors are going to charge to find out what's going on in this family relationship to make sure the child's not in danger again.
So let me ask you this, Bob, just as a pushback. We're talking about a kiddie pool, right? We're not talking about a pool that's 10 feet. There's a lifeguard on duty. We don't know the extent of the time to which she was left behind. I mean, you're charging her with a felony, thereby necessitating, right, the people from Child Protective Services to basically descend upon her home. I mean, it's a teachable moment, but do we have to teach it by putting the cuffs on her?
Well, I think that what's going on, Joey, is they want to find out first what is going on in the family dynamic. Certainly the prosecutors can resolve the charge for much less or even dismiss the charges down the road if they choose to do so. So I think they did this as a way of being able to get to the underpinnings of what's going on with this family, because we've been involved in too many cases, Joey, I know you know them as well, where Division of Youth and Family Services or the akin to that in other states don't investigate, and the child in a situation like this winds up dead down the road because there was no investigation and the parent was not a suitable parent for that child. But I don't disagree with you in a certain, at the end, you don't want to hit a fly with a sledgehammer here.
Absolutely, and that is true. We want to make sure Protective Services is on point, so moving forward, nothing happens. So thankfully, the child's okay, but don't go anywhere, Bob. I want you to stay with me for this one, Triple B. Now, Los Angeles Police Animal Cruelty, that's a task force they have there, is investigating a popular YouTuber after people called to report a video that she was showing. Now, Brooke Hout's she's seen hitting and spitting on her 10-month-old Doberman, Sphinx. If you don't know who she is, Houtz is very popular. She's amassed 330,000 subscribers on her YouTube page. Her videos with or about her dog get most of the hits, and something she acknowledges in several of her videos. Now, this week, she may have uploaded or someone may have leaked an uncut version of one of those videos with Sphinx, her dog. Now, we're going to show you that video. It went viral, and we're going to let you decide, and Bob and I are going to talk about what we make about that video. I want to warn you that some of the video might be disturbing. Take a look.
Hi everyone, it's your girl Brooke here today. For this video, I wanted to prank my dog. She's over there. I put plastic wrap on the door. I'm going to have him run out. We're just going to see what he does. I don't know. It doesn't faze you. Well, as you can tell, we love you, or whatever. We love you. We love you.
So we've reached out to Brooke Houtz and YouTube, but haven't heard back yet. Houtz did leave a statement on her Twitter page in which she denies being a dog abuser and says, despite what the video may have shown, she didn't spit on Sphinx, and she says she wasn't hurt at all. I want to bring back Triple B. Bad Bob Bianchi, as in good Bob Bianchi. So, Bob, you looked at the video. You saw it there. Give me your assessment.
Man, it's a tough one for me, Joey. I'm a rescue pup person. My dog, the legal beagle, Holly. I love my dog beyond belief. I hate to see any dog treated like this. She's clearly putting the dog down on the ground, shouting and screaming in its ear, which is very sensitive for a dog, very intimidating for a dog. And all the dog does is give love, and she's abusing this dog as far as I'm concerned. Not a good look.
Not at all. So you are a prosecutor extraordinaire, at least used to be right? You were the district attorney.
Yep.
What would you have your office do in an instance like this? Warrant further investigation? What would you do moving forward?
I wouldn't go overboard with the Joey, just like we talked about with the other case, but I will tell you this from my experience as being the person who led an agency for 6 years. Nothing gets the community in an uproar more than abuse of animals. And I've had them with regard to ducks, dogs, and pigeons. I'm not even making that up. And so what happens is people are more reviled by that than when humans are abused and attacked. So as a prosecutor, I'm going to be very careful to let the community know we're fully investigating it. But in the end analysis, whether charges will be brought or not brought, I'm betting that they will not be.
Triple B, Bad Bob Bianchi, we thank you. Good to see you, sir.
See you, Joey. Thank you.
See you later.